Are you struggling to grow on YouTube or turn your videos into an income source? This video is for you. Keep watching because by the end you'll know how to use AI to plan, script and grow a channel that actually generates you an income, even if you're starting from scratch. Now, before we get started, can I ask one small favour? If you like what I do here, can you please hit the subscribe button? That keeps me energized to bring you more content. Thank you very much. Let's get into it. Let's begin with tip number 1, which is to use AI to plan profitable video ideas that people are already searching for. Now, if you've ever stared at a blank Google document trying to come up with YouTube ideas, then let me tell you, you are not the problem. Your process probably is. Now, I recommend using vidIQ, TubeBuddy or even TubeSpy to instantly see what topics are trending in your niche. Now, these tools can show you the real-time search volumes and even tell you how competitive a keyword really is. Then you can just plug those keywords into ChatGPT and ask it to generate video ideas that speak directly to those search terms. It's like getting your own personal research team. Now, a mistake a lot of creators are making is thinking that they need to be ultra original. But the truth is, viewers just want answers and solutions and not necessarily polished content. Now, what actually works is remixing proven content with your own unique voice and your own unique insights and your own story. Now, one of my students, Sarah, thought she had to reinvent the wheel, and she started using vidIQ to see what people were searching for and asked ChatGPT to generate fresh takes on those ideas using her own personal stories and her own personal insights. And within just 4 weeks, she saw a 500% boost in impressions without changing anything else. Now, here's a strategy that is really underused. You can actually go into the YouTube comments under trending videos in your niche and just look for repeated questions or frustrations or struggles that people are actually commenting on. Then you can just feed those into the AI and just ask the following question: what kind of video would fully solve this? So there's the question you can ask the AI, and you'll find some video topics that are not just searched for, they're actually begged for. And AI helps you respond very quickly. Now, a lot of beginner creators struggle with being multi-passionate and end up with a messy channel. And if that sounds like you, then just ask ChatGPT, based on these 3 interests that I have, what's the intersection that would attract an audience ready to invest in solutions? So there's the question you can ask. Now, I did this with Lewis, one of my students who loved technology, productivity and self-improvement. And together we actually used AI to carve out a content lane that he actually enjoyed and he actually could monetize. And he finally started posting consistently after 2 years of overthinking. Now, let me give you another overlooked tip. So you can use Answer the Public. Go to answerthepublic.com to actually pull hundreds of real world questions that people are Googling for right now. And you can just paste them into ChatGPT and ask it to cluster them into themes like beginner, intermediate and advanced. That's your next 30 video titles, sorted by the skill level and the audience need. Now, you can also pull inspiration from Reddit threads like r/entrepreneur or even r/YouTube, where creators are sharing their struggles in real time. And you can just ask the AI, turn this Reddit post into a 10-part YouTube video series that solves this problem from scratch. So there is the prompt you can use. So you're not just giving content, you're actually guiding someone through a real transformation. Now, a lot of people only plan one video at a time. I recommend you go one level deeper. Now, you can use Notion AI or ChatGPT's custom GPTs to actually build a full content roadmap like a Netflix series, with each video solving one step of the big problem. This keeps your audience binge watching you and not the algorithm. Now, I have put together some free training resources to help you build an online income source using AI. Go and click the link below in the description to learn more. Now, back to the video. Let's now move on to tip number 2, which is to use AI to write YouTube scripts that keep people watching. Now, if you've ever felt like you don't sound like yourself on the camera, that's probably because most people write at their audience instead of writing for them. Now, I recommend feeding 3 to 5 of your Instagram captions, your voice notes, or even your past blog posts into ChatGPT and then just saying the following: match this tone and write a video script about X, Y and Z. So there's the prompt you can use, and this will instantly give you a script that sounds like you but just sharper. Now the real secret to great scripts is that they're not written, they're structured for some emotion. So you can ask the AI to format your script like the following. So you want to start with a really good hook, then go into some relatable struggles and pain points, then go into busting a quick myth or two, then you want to give the viewer a aha moment, and then follow that up with some step-by-step plans and some advice, and then you want to follow that one up with a call to action. So that is the sequence that you can use. Now one of my students, James, was losing 70% of his viewers after the first minute. Now after implementing this emotional structure with AI's help, he more than doubled his average view duration in just 21 days without changing any part of his delivery. Now a lot of people over obsess about what to actually say, but not how to actually make people care. I suggest using Story Prompt AI to actually generate personal story frameworks that you can actually weave into your scripts. Now stories really do work well with video, and they can often beat stats. Now when you lead with some emotion and you close with some logic, people not only watch the content, but you can actually earn their trust as well. Now if you tend to ramble on the camera, here's a powerful fix. You can ask AI to generate talking points only. Then you can use otter.ai or even Descript to actually transcribe what you say as you riff freely. Later on you can just post that back into ChatGPT and say the following: polish this into a conversational script that keeps my tone and includes the humour. Now there's the prompt you can use. Now this works wonders for those who hate reading off a script. Now here's something that many creators don't really realise. You don't necessarily need longer videos, you need stronger structure within the videos. Now ChatGPT can actually help you write 5-minute videos that keep people watching until the end by embedding curiosity loops every 30 seconds or so. Now phrases like "but here's what no one talks about" or "and here's where most people get it wrong," those types of phrases, these keep your viewers leaning in. So don't be afraid to ask AI to inject some vulnerability into the script. One of my students, D, shared a story about failing to get even 10 views for several months and how she almost quit. Now with AI's help, we actually scripted it into a story-driven introduction that now gets constant comments all the time. So this is a really good strategy to use. Vulnerability helps to build some community around your channel. Now, if you actually want to scale, I recommend creating script templates with AI for specific types of videos. These can be listicles, reviews, tutorials, or even transformations. And you can actually save them in Notion or even Trello and use them every time that you're a bit stuck. This will give you the freedom with the structure and removes the decision fatigue. Let's now move on to tip number 3, which is to use AI to create thumbnails and titles that actually get clicked. Now a lot of creators treat thumbnails as an afterthought, but they're often the very first impression. Now I recommend using Canva's Magic Design, thumbnailtest.com and remove.bg to actually create eye-catching, clean thumbnails. Then you can just run them through Hotjar or Usability Hub to see which grabs attention the fastest. Now AI can actually help you pick with the data and not the guesswork. Now you want to trigger some emotion and not explain everything. Now I once helped Naomi, one of my students, change her thumbnail from "how I use AI for YouTube" to a shocked face with the words "this tool changed everything." And the video CTR actually jumped from 3.1% to 6.7% and nothing else changed. Now you can use ChatGPT to actually generate contrasting title options. So you can ask it for one that uses curiosity, one that actually has fear, and one with some urgency. And you'll quickly see which emotion fits your topic the best. Then you can use title-generator.com to make it even more punchy. Now you don't want to just copy other thumbnails in your niche. You want to study the adjacent niches like gaming, beauty, or even finance, and borrow their visual language. So you want to model what is working within your niche. Now I helped Tariq, one of my students who actually runs a productivity channel, borrow a thumbnail format from travel vloggers. and it instantly made his videos stand out much more. Now you can use Pencil or Visme's heat map tool to actually preview what part of your thumbnail draws the eye first. And you want to guide the eye to the face, the emotion, and then the actual words. Now AI helps you to see what's working visually before you even publish. Now instead of guessing what will perform, you want to create say 3 to 4 thumbnail variations and run a YouTube A and B split test using TubeBuddy's Legend plan. AI can actually generate alternative thumbnails in just a few seconds once you have the base layout. Now when you use AI to brainstorm thumbnails and your titles, make sure that your message matches the actual mindset of your viewer and the content of your video. Are they skeptical? Are they tired of BS? Are they hungry for a shortcut? ChatGPT can help you frame your video to meet them exactly where they are, and that's what will help you to get more clicks. Let's now move on to tip number 4, which is to use AI to repurpose your videos into multiple income streams. Now, I always say don't create more content, create more containers. Now you can turn one YouTube video into an entire content ecosystem using AI. Tools like Opus Clip, Descript and Pictory.ai let you slice your long form videos into shorts, reels and audiograms in just a few minutes. Then AI can generate captions, descriptions and even hashtags, so you can actually get maximum reach from one effort. Now one of my students, Ella, turned 5 of her YouTube tutorials into a free lead magnet using ChatGPT and Canva documents. She offered a YouTube beginner toolkit PDF summarizing the key steps and added it to her video descriptions. That freebie alone brought in 527 new email subscribers in just 40 days. Now you can ask AI to actually summarize each video into a carousel for Instagram, a Twitter or X thread, or even a LinkedIn post. You can even use Feed Hive or Postwise AI to actually schedule everything automatically. Now you're not just repurposing, you're actually multiplying your impact and showing up in different ways for different learners. Now, if you've shared 3 to 5 videos around one theme, AI can actually help you turn that into a low ticket product or a mini course. Now, I helped Raj, one of my students, who made videos about AI tools for freelancers and business owners, bundle those into a no fluff AI starters pack, priced at just $17, and he sold 37 copies in his first 2.5 weeks just from his existing audience. Now you can use Notion AI to create a free resource or checklist based on your video tips. Then you can offer it in the pinned comment or the description below the video. This not only boosts the watch time, people stay to actually learn more, but also helps you to build a warm email list that you actually own. So you can ask ChatGPT what product or service would make sense as the next step after watching this video. So there's the question you can ask. And AI can actually help you spot income streams that are already baked into your own content. You just haven't packaged them yet. Now, AI can also help you create interactive community experiences like a 5-day challenge or even accountability series tied to your video topic. So you can use Circle.so, ThriveCart or even School to actually host it. And you'll not only monetize, but you'll also turn viewers into a real tribe. People who feel seen, helped, and excited to actually follow your journey. Let me now give you tip number 5, which is to use AI to research, organize and validate your niche so you don't waste time on the wrong channel. Now, one of the biggest reasons new creators feel very stuck is because they're unsure if they've even picked the right niche. And if you're unsure, your content will always feel a bit disconnected. Now, the key thing I recommend is using AI tools like ChatGPT, also Ask.com and Google Trends to actually dig deep into sub-niches that have demand but less competition. For example, instead of just online business, what about AI tools for Etsy sellers or digital products for creators with ADHD? Now, those are some micro niches with specific pain points and struggles, and AI can actually help you find them very quickly. Now, I would suggest that you use Keywords Everywhere, which is a browser extension, to pull search volume and cost per click data as you type ideas into YouTube or Google. Then you can just plug those keywords into ChatGPT and say, help me group these into profitable YouTube content pillars. So there is the prompt you can use. And this gives you clarity not only on what to talk about, but how it all connects to the long-term monetization. Now, this is how one of my students, Jasmine, actually pivoted from generic productivity content to productivity for single mothers with side hustles. Now her content actually speaks to someone and her audience started growing much quicker. Now here's something creators rarely do, but it makes a massive difference. You can actually run a problem validation process using Reddit and Quora. So you can go to some subreddits like r/YouTubers or r/entrepreneur, or even some niche specific ones like r/print on demand, and just search for real struggles that people are actually facing. Then you can ask ChatGPT what type of video series could actually solve this exact problem in 3 to 5 steps. So there's the prompt you can use. Now, it's a research method that gives you authority without needing to be an expert. Now, if you're feeling unsure about whether your niche idea will work in the long term, try using SparkToro to research audience behavior. So you can type in your niche topic and it shows you where that audience hangs out online, what podcasts they listen to, what influencers they actually follow, and even what hashtags they generally use. Now this gives you a bit of a cheat code to actually understand how to speak their language. I helped one of my students, Leo, do this for the budget filming niche. And he actually realised his audience wasn't even on YouTube yet. They were still stuck on Facebook groups. So we used that insight to craft videos that pulled them onto his actual channel. Now, a common myth I want to challenge is this. Pick something you're passionate about and the money will follow. Now that's only half the story really. What really works is finding the overlap between your interests, your experience, and the market demand. AI can help you find the sweet spot by mapping out profitable problems that you already know and how to solve, even if you don't think they were niche worthy. So you need to find a market that has enough demand. For example, if you've actually helped some friends start Etsy stores or built a community online without even realizing it, you can actually ask the AI, what kind of YouTube channel could I build from these micro experiences? So there's another question you can ask the AI. Now you can see better results if you create audience personas using AI right from the beginning. Tools like HubSpot's Make My Persona, or even ChatGPT prompts like create a detailed profile of someone struggling to launch their first digital product. So there's the prompt you can use. This will actually help you create content that speaks to one person instead of trying to please everyone. Now, when your videos feel like they're talking directly to one specific person's pain points and struggles, then they're way more likely to subscribe, watch more, and actually share your content. Now, to make your niche even more powerful, I suggest building a niche story, something that you stand for that separates you from the crowd. So you can ask ChatGPT, based on this niche, what's a bold belief I could stand for that challenges the status quo? So there's the question you can ask. And this becomes the core of your brand message. Like, you don't need to be a tech expert to use AI in business, or something like building a YouTube channel as a single parent is possible with smart systems. So there's 2 examples you could model. Now when you own a message, you actually attract a movement and not just random views. Wow, that's it for this video. Now, if you're serious about building your online business and creating a sustainable online income, take the next step now. Click the link below in the description or in the comments and go through to my website where you can find some free training resources to help you get started right away. These free step-by-step resources are designed to guide you through launching a successful online business and generating online income streams. So don't wait, take action today. Click the link below and start your journey right now. And please don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. It really does energize and motivate me to create more content for you. Thank you very much indeed. And if you want to connect on social, you can find me on LinkedIn and Instagram. The links are in the description below. Thank you so much for watching and supporting the channel, and have a wonderful day.